Hello and welcome to another Daily Digest. Today is Tuesday, best day of the week. My name is Christian and today I will be guiding you through an eclectic selection of things. Today's word of the day is eclectic. It comes from Greek, and in Greek, eclectic means to select, to choose, to pick. There's three English synonyms: select, choose, pick. Okay, and so it's an adjective. Okay, it's an adjective, and you can use it to describe a selection of things from different places normally. So, for example, if in your house you have, for example, you have some studio lighting, and you have a cloth, and you have some Vegemite, you could say this is an eclectic space. Lots of different things coming together. It's eclectic. You know, you can have an eclectic taste in music. You like all different types of music that you select. And that's what it means. So maybe to help you remember it, I mean, it does sound very similar to select. No, select, eclectic. So maybe I'll tell you an eclectic fact from one of the many pieces of useless information I have in my head. So how can I demonstrate this? Okay, so imagine that this represents New York, right? Because New York is like a peninsula, right? New York is a peninsula. Well, New York was originally discovered by the Dutch, and they called it New Amsterdam. Of course, because, you know, that was the thing. There was Old Amsterdam, and this was New Amsterdam. And so on the peninsula, okay, so here we are surrounded by water, and at this end of the peninsula, the land end, they built a big wall to stop people from invading, from attacking. And what happened was the British came on their boats, okay? So they didn't try to come through the wall, they came on their boats, they attacked by the sea, and they took control, and they changed the name from New Amsterdam to New York, because, you know, in England we have Old York and this is New York. And then this street here at the back is now known as Wall Street. See, an eclectic and useless fact for today. Okay, so recently I discovered a really interesting and exciting paper published about linguistics, right? Because a lot of people ask me about the best way to practice listening. They say, should I listen to films? Will that help me if I watch films with subtitles? Will that help me improve my listening? And I always said, yes. I said, yes, of course. It's good, of course, but I didn't know how good. There was no way to measure. And also, I didn't know if it was good to watch films with subtitles or without subtitles. But in this paper, they answer this very question. So I'm going to show it to you right now. But to do that, we have to move into the computer room, into the editing suite, so that I can show you. So the paper was published in December 2018. So it's very fresh, very fresh. And it says, this is the name of the paper, okay? TV or not TV, the impact of subtitling on English skills, okay? So it's answering the question, does watching films with subtitles help you to learn English? And what they did was they took countries with subtitled English films, and they took countries with dubbed English films. So dubbed means there's the voice in the target language, right? And then they correlated them, they compared them with the scores from the TOEFL exam, okay? Which was, which is a good way to, but the paper is actually really good because they also accounted for other variables, like they looked at size of population, they looked at how similar the native language was to English, the size of the population. Really a good paper, I think. Now listen to the conclusion, okay? This is the interesting thing. Ready? It says here, conclusion. Okay. Subtitling countries, so countries which watch films in English with subtitles instead of dubbed, so subtitled countries score 3.4 points higher in the TOEFL exams. So that means that it's an effect equivalent to 16.9% of the overall TOEFL score. The strongest effect is for listening with 19.4%. That is incredible. Basically, they have very scientifically proven that by watching films with subtitles, it can improve your exam results by 20%. Incredible. So this is finally a rigorous scientific answer to the question, does watching films with subtitles help you to learn English? Yes, absolutely yes. And I'm going to make a YouTube video about this as soon as possible because it's super interesting, and yeah, I've got lots of exciting new things to share with you. Woo! But there's no time. I have to move on with things. So don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow with another Daily Digest. I'm Christian. This is Canguro English. I'll see you in class.